In this video, I'm going to go through how to quickly calibrate your boom spray using the Weed Force Spray Calculator. Calibrating your boom spray allows you to understand how much total spray mixture your sprayer is applying per hectare. This is essential to effectively control weeds when using the boom spray. A mistake I commonly see is people want to use the boom spray, but the boom spray rate in the label, which is based off product per hectare, is a little confusing. So they resort back to the handgun rate, which is easier to understand and talks in product per 100 litres. This nearly always results in underdosing, resulting in weeds surviving the spray. If applying it via boom spray, you need to use the boom spray rate in the label. Spray calibration might sound daunting, but don't worry, Weed Force offers a simple and user-friendly spray calculator that makes the process quick and easy. To calibrate your boom spray, you'll need to know the effective spray width, the number of nozzles, the average output per nozzle in mils per minute, the travel speed, and have the Weed Force Spray Calculator open on your device. Now, let's see an example. To calibrate your boom spray, you'll need to have clean water in your spray tank, have a clean measuring jug that's designated for chemical use, a tape measure, and a stopwatch. Then open the Weed Force Spray Calculator by scanning the QR code on your device, or go to the website and follow the links. Once opened, select Boom Spray Broadcast Application and then click on Step 1, Calculate Sprayer Output Rate. To measure the effective spray width of the sprayer, park the sprayer on a dry gravel area. First, add clean water to the spray tank. Then turn on the sprayer. Once the water has marked the ground, turn off the sprayer. Measure the width of the spray pattern on the ground in metres. This is your effective spray width. Enter this width into the Weed Force Spray Calculator. Next, count the number of nozzles on the sprayer and input this number into the Weed Force Spray Calculator. If you have a number of different types of nozzles on your boom, you can nominate that in the spray calculator. In this example though, all the nozzles are the same type. Next, measure the output of the nozzles over 1 minute. With clean water still in the tank, turn on the sprayer. This time, using a clean chemical measuring jug, measure the amount of water in millilitres pumped out of one nozzle in 1 minute. Repeat this step with each nozzle on the boom. For each nozzle type you have, once you have measured the total output of each nozzle, add up all the output values and divide it by the total number of nozzles you have for that type. This gives you your average output per nozzle. In this example, I measured 890 ml, 910 ml, and 900 ml. By adding these three values up and dividing by the number of nozzles, which was 3, this gives me an average output per nozzle of 900 ml per minute. Enter this value into the Weed Force Spray Calculator. Finally, you need to input your travel speed into the spray calculator. Then click Calculate. Based on the information entered into the Weed Force Spray Calculator, the sprayer applies 135 litres of spray mixture per hectare. Now that we have this information, we can move on to part 2, calculating how much product you need to add to your boom spray tank. In Step 2, start by entering your application rate calculated in Step 1. Next, input your tank size in litres and select your situation and herbicide. Input your application rate. The calculator is also set up to add additional products like other herbicides and spray additives. Then click Calculate. The calculator will then calculate what you need to add to the spray tank and the area that it will treat. And it's that simple. Thank you for watching. For additional resources including product information, how-to videos, Weed Force's weed library for weed-specific information, and access to the spray calculator, download the Weed Force app by scanning the QR code on the screen or following the links in the description below.